Welcome back to Grammar Fundamentals for the SAT. This is Chapter 5, Lesson 34. We know a verb's principal parts. Now we use them to place the action in time with the three basic tenses: present, past, and future. Tense is how a verb places its action in time. There are three basic tenses: the past tense, for what has already happened; the present tense, for what's repeated, ongoing, or always true, or happening right now; and the future tense, for what is still to come. Past, present, future. Every basic verb sits somewhere on this timeline. The present tense covers a lot. It's used for repeated actions. Marisol practices the cello every day. For things that are always true, water boils at 212 degrees, and for what's happening right now. The form matches the base verb, except in the third person singular, he, she, or it, which adds s. So it's I practice, you practice, but she practices. The past tense expresses an action that has already happened. For regular verbs, you just add ed. We studied for the test. For irregular verbs, the form changes in its own way. Swim becomes swam, see becomes saw, as we learned last lesson. Either way, the past form stands alone, with no helping verb. Regular verbs add ed. Irregular verbs you memorize. The future tense expresses an action still to come, and it's the easiest of all. You simply add the word will in front of the base verb. I will travel to Lima next summer. Will travel, that's the future. And it works the same way for every verb, regular or irregular. Just put will before the base form. No spelling change at all. The present tense has one spelling wrinkle worth knowing, that third person s. Most verbs just add s. He runs, she plays. But after o, s, x, ch, or sh, you add es. It goes, she watches. And when a verb ends in a consonant plus y, change the y to I and add es. Mom worries. Remember, this ending only appears in the third person singular, he, she, or it. Everywhere else, you use the plain base form. Let's put it together. Mom always blank about the boys. Present tense of worry. Mom is third person singular, like she, so we need that s ending. But worry ends in a consonant plus y, so we change the y to I and add es. The answer is worries. Mom always worries about the boys. Let's practice. Choose the form that fits the tense in parentheses. Pause and try before I answer. The Science Club blank a new president. Past tense of elect. Elect is regular, so add ed. Elected. So the answer is elected. I blank the movie 2 weeks ago. Past tense of see. See is irregular, and its past form is saw, not seen, which needs a helper. So the answer is saw. Our class blank next June. Future tense of graduate. Future means will plus the base verb. Will graduate. So the answer is will graduate. 3 more. Watch for irregular pasts and that tricky third person spelling. Pause and try each. Last week, Beth blanked 10 laps. Past of swim. There's no helper, so use the past form, swam, not swum. So the answer is swam. The crowd of people blank past us. Past of run. Run is irregular, and its past form is ran. So the answer is ran. Roberto always blank a funny joke to tell. Present of have. Roberto is third person singular, and the present of have for he, she, or it is has. So the answer is has. Let's bring it together. The present tense shows repeated, ongoing, or always true action, and adds s for he, she, or it. The past tense shows what already happened. Regular verbs add ed. Irregular verbs change form. And the future tense simply puts will before the base verb. Remember the third person spelling rules. es after o, s, x, ch, sh, and y, to I for consonant plus y verbs. Great work! In Lesson 35, we'll add the perfect tenses.